Hello! Welcome to Read to Me, Auntie. I'm Auntie. I'm going to be reading to you today. And the book we're reading is Nellie Mae Has Her Say. We're just rhyming all over the place. It's a fun book. Nellie Mae Has Her Say. It's about a girl who gets a job and has to call things all different names. She can't say water or dog or tail. She has to say different things. Do you have things that you say a different word for at your house? We do at my house, and I'll tell you one of them after we read this book. Nellie Mae Has Her Say by Cynthia DeFelice. Pictures by Henry Cole. Nellie Mae Nimble lived in a tiny college in the Bottoms with her parents, 6 younger brothers, and 6 younger sisters. There was never enough food to feed so many hungry mouths. "I'm old enough to earn my board and keep," Nellie Mae told her parents, "and I have heard that Lord Ignatius Pinkwinkle needs a new housekeeper and cook." So the next morning, Nellie Mae packed a bag with her few belongings, climbed the steep hill to the home of Lord Ignatius Pinkwinkle, and knocked on his door. What a name he has. "I thought you might wish to hire me," said Nellie Mae. "I'm a grand cook and neat as a pin." "If you work for me," said Lord Periwinkle, "there are a few things you're going to have to learn." "I'm good at learning things, sir," Nellie Mae assured him. "Come inside, then. I have special names for things, and I expect you to use them whenever you speak to me." "Certainly, sir," said Nellie Mae. "First and foremost, you are not to call me sir. You are to address me as most excellent of all masters." "Most excellent of all masters," repeated Nellie Mae. "That's a fancy title, to be sure." "Be certain to use it," said Lord Periwinkle. "Now let us tour the premises. We'll begin upstairs." "Here in my chamber. What is this?" "That's simple," said Nellie Mae proudly. "It's your bed, which I expect I'll be making up for you." "Not at all," said Lord Periwinkle. "This is not a bed. It is my restful slumberific." "Your restful slumberific?" asked Nellie Mae doubtfully. "I never heard of such as that." "Well, now you have," said Lord Periwinkle. "Next, tell me what you see here." "Why," said Nellie Mae, "I see your dirty trousers, which I suppose I'll be washing and pressing." "No, no, no. These are my long-legged limberjohns." "Long-legged limberjohns, are they?" said Nellie Mae. My, you could have fooled me." "And these?" asked Lord Periwinkle. "Those are your boots, if I may say so." "You may not. And these are not my boots. They are stompin' whackers." "Stompin' whackers, indeed," murmured Nellie Mae. "Now to the parlor," said Lord Periwinkle. "What, pray tell, have we here?" "A fire burning in the fireplace," Nellie Mae asked hopefully. "Of course not. It is a flaming pop and sizzle." "A flaming pop and sizzle? Whatever was I thinking?" said Nellie Mae. "And what is this creature that has been following us around?" "That's nothing but a mangy old hound dog." "Certainly not. He is my fur-faced Fluffenbarker." Nellie Mae sighed. "Your fur-faced Fluffenbarker. Well, why didn't I guess that?" "Oh, and this thing on the end of the fur-faced Fluffenbarker, that goes back and forth and back and forth?" "For mercy's sake, it's his tail." "Not at all. It's his wigger-wagger." "His wigger-wagger? If you say so." "I do," said Lord Periwinkle. "Next is the kitchen. Do you know what this is?" "Well, most folks would call it a bucket or maybe a pail," ventured Nellie Mae, "but there's no telling what you'll be calling it." "I call it a wet scooperooty, and so must you." "If I must," said Nellie Mae. "And inside, what is this?" "Criminy, look what you've done. You've poured water all over the floor." "It's not water, but river trickle, silly girl." "It needs mopping no matter what you call it," grumbled Nellie Mae. "You can do that in a moment. Now let's go outside, shall we?" "Tell me, what is the name of this entire magnificent edifice?" "I would call it your house, but I'll lay odds that's not the right answer," muttered Nellie Mae. "Indeed it is not. This is my roof-topped castleorum." "Roof-top castleorum, whatever you say." "I say it's high time for you to get to work, but let us not forget my special name for you." "For me? Why, I thought I was to be the housekeeper and cook." "No, no, that will never do. From here on you will be my fuzzy dust and fooder." To that, all Nellie Mae could say was, "Humph." That afternoon she mopped the floor, cleaned the stairs, and cooked supper. Nellie Mae wondered what she had gotten herself into, but she was a good, smart girl, and she needed a job. So she practiced Lord Periwinkle's specials names over and over until she knew them by heart. And it's a good thing she did, because that very night she was awakened from a sound sleep. She sniffed the air, then leaped from her bed and ran to the parlor where something was terribly wrong. She dashed up the stairs to Lord Periwinkle's chamber and banged on the door and shouted, "Most excellent of all masters! Get out of your restful slumberific and put on your long-legged limberjohns and your stompin' whackers. A spark of flaming poppin' sizzle got on the fur-faced fluffinbarger's wigger-wagger, and if you don't get a wet scooperooty full of river trickle quickly, you'll lose your rooftop castleorum and everything in it. And one more thing, most excellent of all masters, get yourself a new fuzzy dustin' footer because I quit." Nellie Mae went out the door, down the hill, and back to the Bottoms, where she curled up in bed with her 6 little sisters. The next morning, to her great surprise, who should come knocking at the door but Lord Ignatius Pinkwinkle himself. "Good day to you, Miss Nellie Mae," he said. "You saved my house and my dog, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. What's more, I like you. You're clever and quick. Might you be willing to return as a housekeeper and cook?" "I might," said Nellie Mae, "but if I do, must I use your special names?" "Just one," said Lord Periwinkle. "And what name is that?" asked Nellie Mae. "Well, my dear old nursery used to call me Pinky," Lord Periwinkle said. Nellie Mae smiled. "It would be my pleasure to work for you, Pinky." The end. Can you believe a flaming pop and sizzle got on the fur-faced Fluffinbarger's wigger-wagger? I had to cheat on that one. I thought I could do it. That was a lot of different words, wasn't it? Well, at my house, when one of my kids were little, they didn't call a stool a stool. They called it a stoodle. So now I still say stoodle. In fact, I said it the other day to a group of people who didn't know what I was talking about. Do you have anything like that at your house? Do you call stuff silly names? It's fun to have those things. Makes life silly. Well, I'm glad you came and read this. I'm trying to think of another name for a book. I'm glad you came and read this word-filled pager wager with me. We read all kinds of word-filled pager wagers on this channel, so make sure you check out other things and be sure to like and subscribe. And if you've saw any other videos, then you know the most important word-filled pager wager is the Bible, and that's because it has the answer to everything. It is God's love letter to us, and you should read it or have someone read it to you every single day. Well, I'm glad you came. I'll see you next time. Bye!